everyone. As global luxury travel continues to evolve, the idea of luxury itself is being redefined. It's no longer just about where we stay, but how deeply we connect. Today, the Gulf is leading that transformation, blending connection, culture, and creativity to create experiences that inspire, not just impress. Please allow me to welcome my amazing panelists. We have Sara Ahmed Buhiji, leading Bahrain's vision to position the kingdom as a destination where heritage and high-end hospitality come together seamlessly. Mr. Patrick Chalhoub, whose work has shaped the region's luxury landscape and its partnerships across fashion, retail, and lifestyle. And of course, Mr. Gabriel Escarrer, who is redefining hospitality worldwide through innovation, sustainability, and authentic guest experiences. And I have to say, Sara, we are very lucky to be on this panel with these two amazing men. The Chalhoub Group is celebrating 70 years, and the Meliá Group is celebrating 75 years of action in the region. Chalhoub Group in the region, and Meliá is now joining the region. So we will talk about luxury, and I will start with you, Patrick. How is the definition of luxury shifting from exclusivity to experience, and how can Gulf destinations embed storytelling to design these journeys?
So I would say it's a total experience which our customers are now looking for. It's true that we have moved from this idea of ownership, possession, to the fact that people are looking to live an experience. We have moved from this period where it was luxury was showing their status to this period where luxury is more the way they would like to live and to spend their time. We have also moved to the moment where our customer, the tourists who are visiting us, want to spend their time in a meaningful way. And in order to get this meaningful way, they need to create this experience, but they need also to have something which are meaningful, something which is authentic, which is true to themselves, something which is attached to the culture at the place they live. They don't want just to come and see the same product, the same brand, the same space in a space. They want to discover something which is real and which move forward. We also are seeing much more people wanting to portray their lifestyle, to portray, to live their wellness, longevity, which we're not seeing, quieter luxury. So big evolution which is happening, but we have a role to play, not only to understand them, but also to prompt them.
And the experience.
Absolutely.
It's all about the experience. You have started a hotel under construction here in Bahrain and a few under construction in Saudi Arabia, so you are coming into the region. How are we driving luxury when it comes to guest expectations, from wellness to convenience, and how is that reshaping the way we visit hotels and we use them?
So that's a very good question, Maya, in the sense that, in my opinion, we need to sell experiences that go directly to the heart of our customers. So these experiences, in my opinion, should be what I call the APP. APP meaning authentic, meaning personalized, and meaning with purpose. The traveler nowadays wants to travel with a purpose, wants to have a hyper personalization. And with the digital tools that we have and with the AI, it helps us to make a tailor-made proposition for our customers. So all this should be taken into account, plus, in my opinion, the cultural heritage. In my opinion, once you arrive to a new destination, if you want to target this high-end clientele, you need to sell the heritage, the cultural, because it makes the difference. Otherwise, you are not differentiated from other regions.
Okay.
So in my opinion, this should play a very important role.
So what will make the GCC special in that role?
First of all, the long-term commitment from the government,
Okay.
because there is a clear commitment to push the tourism industry with a long-term view. So it's hard to find another government with 2030 or 2050 vision, and that makes the difference. The strategy as well, the leadership of the governments and the resources. So that makes this together with a regulatory framework that is stable, and in the case of the GCC being in a strategic location, knowing that we have almost 2/3 of the population in an 8-flight hour, either from Asia, Europe, or Africa. And the eager for innovate. I mean, every time I go to the GCC, I see how important is the innovation and to differentiate from the others. So, and nevertheless, the hospitality, in my opinion, the hospitality in the GCC ranks among the highest I've seen in my life. And this is aligned with our culture, because at the end, Meliá is the #1 hotel company in Spain, the second largest in Europe, but no wonder Spain has been under the Arab influence for almost 700 years. So this hospitality commitment, these long-term views, these values, how important are the values, the family, all this together makes the GCC a unique formula to be success.
Sara, we just heard their excellencies before we got in talking about how different GCC countries can offer different things, and it's nice to drive tourism through the different GCC countries. From your perspective, how ready is Bahrain today to attract travelers seeking high-end experiences? What is Bahrain going to give them that no one else can?
Thank you so much, Maya. First of all, I'm very happy today that I'm here with leaders from the luxury sector. If anything, it shows that them being in the country here and spending in the country, it means they have the confidence in the region, which is great. And absolutely today, we do focus on the travelers in general. We're not only ready for high-end travelers, but we are delivering already exceptional experiences. Having said that, today the travelers, their mindset has changed. It's a lifestyle. You travel, you want something different, you want to enjoy it. And that's Bahrain Tourism and Exhibitions Authority was trying to do with our partners and shareholders. It's important, and the main stakeholders, it's important for us to understand what the market wants. The region is blessed with iconic, grand developments and infrastructure. Bahrain has something complementary to offer. It's the human-centered luxury, where travelers enjoy escape in a private island, or a world-class golfing and equestrian experience, luxury retail, all within the setting of culture. So culture is always, and the heritage and the authenticity is always at heart of the visitor's journey today. So it's really complementing the sectors and complementing what they can offer today.
Patrick, your group...
Can I add one word to what you said?
Sure.
Having been here for a long time, I think Bahrain also have this human connection, which you could have with the people of Bahrain, which is quite unique, and it has a certain charm which merit, and it's not only about the monument or whatever, but there is a charm which we could feel in Bahrain,
I agree.
which needs to be well known too.
Absolutely, it's always the power of the locals. The minute you land to Bahrain, you'd feel the power of the locals.
And the island energy is
100%. It's
amazing.
the positivity in the people. The people understands when we have people coming and travelers and visitors coming to Bahrain, they want to feel it. It's no longer just a destination where you come and spend 2 nights or 3 nights. It's what Bahrain can offer for you to feel it and have the feel of that.
So I have to say, I've already said this many times, every time I come to Bahrain, I can breathe much easily, and this is something that you feel here. Patrick, when we talk about Chalhoub Group, they bridge retail, fashion, and hospitality. How can cross-industry partnerships help create seamless, multi-sensory experiences? What are you doing in that direction?
I mean, for us, And since we started our organization 70 years ago, it has always been about partnership. And the partnership which we are trying to build is obviously a partnership, multi-sectorial, multi-dimensional, with our developers, with the government, a real partnership, towards one single aim to try to inspire, exhilarate, and our customers. To try really to move our customers. So the real focus is on our customer and how collectively we can be able to do it, to understand it, and to give them this twist. And this partnership is extremely important for us. Extremely important.
Partnership with the government or with other?
On all dimensions. So you're speaking multi-sectorial. Yes, multi-sectorial, because a customer is coming and he would like to see, to have a journey, an intelligent journey, which will lead him all the way in. And it could be some sectors where our group is involved or is not involved. So really to give him this journey in a meaningful way. But the journey don't start only with us. It starts with the developer or with the community in which we live. And in order to do it, we really need also, as you were saying, to have, I would say, a public sector which really cooperate, or we cooperate very much with them. And this is something which is quite special in our part of the world, and you will see it, and you have seen it, is really to be able to discuss with the government official and to build something together among the same aim.
What would be an ideal journey for tourists to be able to use what you are giving, what you are providing? What's an ideal journey for him or her?
I mean, the journey always starts by the port or the airport where he comes in, how welcome it is and how the journey is fine. It continues the journey where he is going to go, at which hotel he is going to move in, how he is being welcomed, how he is being pampered. It continues with all what the discovery which he is going to do. But retail is an important component. Retail is an important component because tourists have more time, more disposable time. And for many people in the world, including our GCC citizen and including for myself, it's by itself part of our leisure. So it's how are we going to continue this experience, but also to give something specific, also to give something which relate us to the heritage and which in the places we are living in, and not just to find the same thing which we could see everywhere, etc. Offering the choice, but then it's about how the storytelling is there, how the people are greeted and met, how we could move our marketing in line with the places where we, by city. Sometimes even by community, which has to be quite pertinent to the customer, in order every time to wow our visitor, our tourist. And if we know how to wow him, we gain him. We can continue then the discussion through our digital site. We continue our discussion because then he will come more again and again, and he becomes a regular visitor and tourist to the place. So this is why the collaboration and partnership is so important.
So I'm going to take from the wow factor that you just mentioned, and I'll move back to you, Gabriel. You did mention also that Arab culture has affected the Spaniards for the past 700 years. When you come to this region, what is the difference? What are you giving that will not, or that will be in line with tradition, but will differentiate when you are in Bahrain from when you are in Saudi, from when you are in Dubai? What's the difference from the UAE?
In this bringing experiences to our customers, as I said before, in my opinion, the cultural heritage should be on the top of the list. So every country has different cultural heritage. We share a lot of values in common. How important is the hospitality, the family, etc. But the cultural heritage is something that is unique. So in my opinion, this is something that we should bring to our customers. In the hotel industry, I keep saying that I don't want to compete with others. I want to compete with myself. So in my opinion, this country should make a direct push to differentiate with international players that bring something unique. On that sense, I believe there is a niche in the market in the well-being, in the mindfulness that it's one of our brands that we have developed together with the tennis player Rafa Nadal. Rafa Nadal is from Mallorca, where I'm from. He's a good friend. We've been friends for more than 20 years. And we have established together a hotel brand called Cell that brings this Mediterranean flavor, this well-being, this active energy, but at the same time relaxed energy. So there is some niche in the market like this, or in my opinion, there is a niche in the market that no one else is covering, and it's the ultra high all-inclusive formula, and that's ideal for families.
Okay.
And knowing how important are families, in GCC, I believe there is a brand that we can develop easily called Paradisus, and that. So overall, I believe there is plenty of good international players, but we need to differentiate and not have another international hotel company coming to the market. We need some brands that transmit not only values, but as well transmit differentiate formulas that are not existing in the country.
So when we talk about these formulas, you're targeting businessmen in different way that you target families, in different way that you target luxury. Will you have something for everyone in different hotels or in the same hotel? How do you look at it?
We have the Meliá brand that is targeting everything, but and there is plenty of good hotel international players that bring the same concept. But in my opinion, by bringing the Cell brand, by bringing the Paradisus brand, or by bringing our high energy lifestyle brand, the Me, is something that I'm sure we will not only bring the Spanish and the Mediterranean culture, but as well another concept that is differentiated from the others. The same I was sharing with you before this. In my opinion, this country is full of energy, and we need to bring the beach club. From Mallorca and Ibiza, as you know, we do a lot of beach club, and everybody I'm sure knows Cappuccino in Marbella. It's owned by us. And I believe such kind of concepts here in Bahrain will work very easy.
So when we talk about these concepts working more in Bahrain, how are you leveraging the heritage and authenticity to appeal to a certain segment while ensuring that the experiences will remain premium and true to Bahrain's identity?
Bahrain's greatest asset today is our story.
Okay.
We have over 5,000 years living heritage. What we do is no longer curated, it's lived, you'd feel it. We're transforming the tradition into an immersive experience. Imagine with me, we have the Pearling Path, which is a UNESCO recognized site. Travelers today and visitors go to it and spend 1 to 2 hours going through the homes, learning about the pearling experience here in Bahrain, being the oldest industry, which is the natural pearling experience. And then taking them through the path, go to Muharraq Fort, and they can take a boat, a yacht, go into an experience where diving or snorkeling, getting their oysters, open the oysters, and hopefully they'll find pearls that they can certify. And we have Danat being the institute for natural pearls and gemstones, and then they take with them a memory. So that's exactly what we're trying to do for our guests and tourists today. Create memories. It's no longer just visiting a destination, it's what they take back with them. Today the travelers, I want them leaving Bahrain saying that we didn't only visit Bahrain, we experienced Bahrain, we felt Bahrain. So this is the most important thing.
Patrick, in Bahrain and in the other GCC countries, do you think that you see the area emerging as creators of luxury brands, not only consumers? And where could we see that? Where can we feel it in different regions of the GCC?
So there has been a movement.
Okay.
First, again, the movement came with our customers. The customers themselves were mainly followers of trends which are happening all over the world, following of trends brought by influencers, etc. But now, gradually, we have moved to a customer which became much more a trendsetter, because
Okay.
he is more assertive, he knows what he likes, he is totally different. So today we have a customer which became much more trendsetter. Our customer today is looking also about having things which are also attached to its culture, to the heritage. And this is where, at the same time, we have more and more initiatives which are being taken, start up with the youth who has fantastic energy and dynamism which we could feel. So like in Saudi, there is over 1,000 fashion designers today, and etc. So this is a movement which has been started with a lot of incubation, acceleration, which definitely is creating, and we have seen some global successes, more in the beauty world, in perfume, in makeup.
You do have an accelerator, I think.
We have an
part
incubator
of
and
the-
we have an accelerator, but I'm speaking about some of the
Yeah.
big success. Huda Beauty, to give an example, El Saab, which is perhaps not from the region, but very much attached to the region, etc. So we are seeing more and more this creativity coming in, including also in the design, into the architecture, and we are seeing it, and an appetite from our customer to have something authentic, but also mixing. So it's not about being absolutely only portraying the heritage, neither being absolutely something from the East or from the West, which we are adapting. And this is why there is more and more the special collection during Ramadan, the kaftans, etc., which is a mixture of both, but again, a partnership sometime with some of the designer, calligraphist, painter, which are here, along with international brand. And this makes us much better. So to answer shortly to your question, it's into the making, and it needs time and energy and persistent, but it's definitely into the meeting. And I'm very optimistic that it is happening, and it will continue increasingly happening.
Gabriel, because we don't have a lot of time remaining, so I need to move to talk about sustainability and innovation, and how does that fall into your plans moving forward?
Nowadays, in my opinion, sustainability is not nice to have. It is a must. Otherwise,
Okay.
you are out of the business. But it comes aligns with the values of the family, and it comes aligns with the values of our hotel company. At the end, after 75 years, we've been the pioneers opening resort destinations everywhere. And for us, it's very important that wherever we set these standards should be very respectful with the local culture, very respectful with the environment, taking into account how important it is to work very closely with the public government and with local partners to make it happen and to speed up the learning curve. So in my opinion, it's not a question of just sustainability. It's a question of sustainability. It's a question of being one of the top employers in terms of how responsible are you with your employees. Nowadays, everybody knows how important it is to attract the talented people. So it's very important that you deliver some values that are aligned with the values of our employees, because somehow they feel attracted, they feel, I want to be part of this company because this company takes care of the environment, this company takes care of the people, this company takes care of the places where we are being very respectful with the local culture. So in my opinion, this is the only formula. I mean, there is not the right formula. This is the only formula.
The only formula. Let's talk about partnerships, Sara, the importance of partnerships between the public and the private sector in order to drive these ambitions into the country.
Absolutely. Tourism only thrives through collaboration. And I believe we're not here just the regulator, we're here as partners. We work together, we make sure that we have one goal to achieve. And at the Bahrain Tourism and Exhibitions Authority, we have so many sit-downs, at least once every 3 months, with our partners from the private sector. The market is changing, tourism is changing, it's evolving with the market trends. So we have to understand the market trends and what's happening around the region. And how can we give different offerings today to the market and let's say complement what the other region or the neighboring countries are offering today. And we can only really do that with our partners from the private sector.
Yes.
So today we're not only the regulator and we're not only here to our mandate to promote Bahrain, but also to enable the private sector to make sure that they're really doing what they're supposed to do. And we can only do that by hearing from them, by making sure it's a fluid dynamics between the private sector and the government sector, to be honest. So we're here, we're giving them the right infrastructure, the right platform for them to shine. It's a win-win situation. We're not working against each other. We're actually working together to make sure that we have something solid to offer.
Okay, we have just about 5 minutes left, so I'm going to ask the same question to all of you, and I will finish with the government answer. But I will start with you, Patrick, initially. As we wrap up, let's finish this sentence. For you, what would be the ideal experience in luxury in the GCC? Say you arrive to the port, because you did mention it starts from the port. What is the ideal experience? I arrive at this country, and what is the ideal luxury experience for you to finish the circle?
Again, if I speak about the experience, I speak about the tourist himself and the way he is evolving, etc. The tourist of today and mainly of tomorrow is a tourist which is looking for a purpose. We have to be sure that in all his journey, he find along the way a real purpose. He's looking, we spoke about experiences, but also to live, I would say, in the stories, making sure that we bring him the right stories and the right effect which are going there. He wants to have things simply given to him in a but also very meaningful way. He believes in sustainability, and more we have to be sure that we are absolutely doing our business in a very responsible way and in a responsible manner. Also, he's becoming much more knowledgeable and demanding. And because he is knowledgeable and demanding all the way, he doesn't need to have peons along all the way. And I think the peons will be replaced by AI. He needs to have, I see in our retail activity, our frontliner, our sales team have become real expert in order to be able to engage in a meaningful discussion, which is requested and will be requested by our customer. So again, and he needs to prolong this experience after, and this is where data's digital, and we're speaking about partnership, is also sharing the data's, which will help us to wow him, as I was mentioning, and to delight him. So
Gabriel,
quite a number.
How do you complete the circle, the ideal experience, since you arrive at port?
As I said before, I mean, nowadays luxury is not just about a luxury item, it's a whole experience. So in my opinion, Bahrain should differentiate from the others, making sure that the cultural heritage, the authenticity is in the top of the list. After that, the hospitality of the Bahrain is what they should offer and make sure are quite different from the others. The personalization, in my opinion, makes the difference. And nowadays we have the digital tools to make it happen. We have the artificial intelligence to make it happen. And we've seen a couple of examples. And make sure that the traveler seems that they do with a purpose. And if you deliver this purpose, Bahrain, I'm sure, has a huge potential to become one of the leaders in the GCC area.
Sara, how do you view the perfect experience?
Having those two gentlemen with me on this panel
Amazing, right?
makes a difference, of course. And having said that, we also have international brands coming to Bahrain. So this is amazing. This is really what makes us want to go to work every day. Just before I end it, I really think Bahrain is different by nature. We're the only island in the region, and that's what makes us special today. We do complement what the region has to offer, but we are different by nature. The Bahraini today is really the person behind it all. And before we end it, I just would like to ask everyone and encourage everyone here to download our app, Bahrain, visit Bahrain, and visit our website to see what Bahrain can offer today.
Thank you, everyone, for being with us today. Sara, Patrick, and Gabriel, and thank you all of us. Download so that you know what Bahrain has to offer. Thank you very much. Thank you.